Hi, we're from the Band Hub, and I'm Ciaran.
And I'm Josh.
So what is the Band Hub, guys?
Take it away.
The Band Hub is a recording studio, rehearsal rooms, music school, and a media centre. Pretty much anything media-wise, music-wise, creativity-wise. We want, we want to do it all. Really, we offer pretty much everything.
What inspired you to start the Band Hub?
Just the fact that there was nothing really to capture every kind of different angle of creativity from a music standpoint. You have recording studios, you have rehearsal rooms, you have media centres or whatever they are independently. You don't really get places that have them all under one roof, and you don't have a place where you can come, okay, I'm going to rehearse, tomorrow I'll book in and I'll record, tomorrow I'll book in and do a music video, and meet other people that are doing the same thing and get involved and have a hands-on input with your songs. So you don't really get that kind of place to go to all under one roof. So that was kind of the idea, to bring everything into one thing, if that makes sense.
And how did it end up at Sutton Coldfield, right by the football club? Was that something that you guys wanted to happen, or they were interested in bringing to the club?
It was a strange one, really. Before I was involved, Ciaran was phoning me saying that he'd looked at other places, and then a friend of a friend got in touch and said, I know someone at Sutton Town who would be interested in being a part of it. Obviously, he was the chairman of Sutton Town, and we told him what we wanted to do, and he said, fantastic, yeah, I want to get on board.
That was literally...
That was
it.
Really,
yeah, it was kind of like an email. Yeah, send the business plan over. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we really want this.
And then it was, we want you here. Do you want to be here? And then 2 weeks later, these came.
Yeah, so it kind of happened really quickly because before Josh was involved, it took like 9 months of me looking at different places, having different kind of like business meetings or pitches, and a few places fell through.
Yeah.
And literally this came out of the blue, and within about 3 weeks, Josh came back. He was a part of it. These came, and it was just mental, and we all started it. So it came about quite randomly and quite quickly, but we're glad that it happened that way.
Have you had any reaction from the Sutton Town fans? People going sort of like, oh, what's that Band Hub over there? Or anyone asking about bands and sessions?
Got a few people pop their heads in. I mean, a lot of the people that come here are so focused on football that they're not interested in the other things that are on the premises. But you do get a couple of kids pop in and want to see what it's about. We notice people passing by and just reading the bulletin board, if anything else. Doing it and doing that, but we haven't really got much interest in terms of people wanting to come and use the Band Hub from the football. It's more just, okay, I can hear music, what's going on in there, which is cool. So.
But also when they do parties in there in the clubhouse or when they have anything on, really, we do get people. They do a free and easy on a Monday. And there's a band that playing there, and they come over and wanted to look at the stuff, and then people that get there that are like, I used to write songs when I was a bit younger, can we do that now? It's like, yeah, cool, yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, that's more of the type of people that will get the people who are using a function room or just happen to be there not for the football.
Is there a music scene in Sutton Coldfield specifically? What is it like?
There is now.
You're making this.
There is now. Before us, about going on like maybe like 10 years ago, there's a place called Clifton Road Youth Centre, and then they used to put shows on, and when I was in a band I played there, and that was where all the kids like went to like go and watch live music and just have
hang out
fun.
with the mates,
and there are a few pubs and stuff that might have function bands on, but there's no live music scene where young bands get the chance to just play, and they don't have to sell tickets, they don't have to do anything like that. They just get to play. So we're bringing that back because it's something that is missed in Sutton. The fact that, and we do have bands in Sutton, the Attics. We've got a a range of bands now that are getting in touch. That probably went into town and they didn't know that there was anything in Sutton.
Yeah, you mentioned the Attics there, so what kind of bands have you seen your facilities so far?
Well, we've got the Attics that that use us all the time. We can't get rid of them, even though we try. They're kind of an indie band, bit heavier than indie, I'd say.
Yeah.
I think they're a bit heavier than indie. We've had solo artists, Elliot Sterner,
Yeah,
singer-songwriter. We've had a few metal bands come in that a lot of bands form at the band hub, which is cool. The Attics formed at the band hub, and then we've got bands who aren't bands yet, and they come in
and they
just
try
it's
out
just and we've had a band
together.
come in and they've changed the instruments like 3 times, and now they've like locked down the instruments that they're going to play, and now they're rehearsing, and now they've got a band name and they're looking into S-Town. That's we've decided. I think we're bringing back live music to Sutton, and bands, artists, anything. Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah, well, it is now. Yeah.
S-Town.
But everyone wants to get involved. I mean, we have bands now messaging us after seeing when the Attics headlined the 15th of September.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing. It was
probably the best night in the band hub's existence.
How many people?
142.
Something like that.
Around that, we were expecting 30.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've had bands now which is, can we play? And now it's getting to the point where we've got an actual range of bands that want to play, which is fantastic.
And they're all very keen on, people will come because it's cheap. All we're asking is to
people
give
to
money
pay for the room hire.
Pay for the room hire, and then just have a good time.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. Like, and that's why everyone liked it. We had no problems. No one had any issues or anything. Everyone was just happy to be there. I had kids coming up to me at the end of the gig where I was packing down and just saying, "Oh, thanks for putting this on." That doesn't happen. No one goes to like a promoter at like the academy or something to say, "Oh, thank you for putting this show on." So that meant a lot as well. Just the fact that everyone was behind it in spirit as well. So
well, and it's really encouraging knowing that when we do the next one, people will be here.
Yeah.
I mean, putting the first one on is very like, what if no one turns up? What if no one's here? And literally when the first acoustic act started, it was already starting to fill up. And then when I turned around when the Attic started, and you couldn't move, you could not move.
Yeah.
We had a panic on the door, but we were just like, where are these people coming from?
Like a coach load outside.
We had mates that
the away days going in.
It was,
It was just, we had a table of our mates there that were just having a drink and just watching the stuff. I turned around and went, "Oh guys, you're gonna have to help." It was like, "You take money, you stand, and you give the change." It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was quality.
If you could have any band record here, who would you pick?
Green Day.
And there's a lot of Green Day memorabilia around.
You'd say Green Day.
Green Day.
Yeah, have John May with a trio, or I'd have Bruce Springsteen with the E Street Band.
Brilliant.
That would be the one.
And then Green Day headlining. It's that gig. Maybe.
Be a co-headline gig.
And finally, any plans for the future of the hub? Things you'd like to do?
More shows. Open up a load more of the band hubs.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely want to be the go-to place for people in Sutton Coldfield for music. That is the biggest thing. When you think music in Sutton Coldfield, we want you to think the band hub. We want to be the first place. Okay, I want to record a song or something. Let's go to the band hub. Maybe even if it's not, we don't want it to be, we'll go to Ciaran and Josh. We want it to be the go-to place so that people don't even know that we are here. It's just, let's go to the band hub. Whatever project you have, the band hub's the go-to place. So that's the next step. We definitely want to do more work with schools, more experience days, more everything really. Yeah. Just the sky's the limit. I'd like to come up with a YouTube series and just some more media things. Maybe that aren't music related.
Yeah.
So definitely, I don't stop thinking.
Yeah.
My brain doesn't stop working. You asked the question that I could go on for an hour about, but yeah, just everything really.
And if people want to book the space, what should they do? How should they get in touch?
Well, we're all over every social media, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We have a website which is wearethebandhub.co.uk, and everything on our social media is the Band Hub. Give us at the Band Hub. Give us a ring, and we'll look after you. That's all we want to do is help everyone and
have a good time.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, guys.
No worries at all.
There you go. Just a hand will be decapitated on camera.